because men will only do what's allowed for us to do. So when you guys change first and set new rules, new standards,
We'll
we will
adjust.
have to adjust because
I
to
have a question
obtain
for you.
you, I have to do certain things.
I have a
Nowadays, when I
question
meet
for
a
you.
woman, it's less to do to obtain you. So my thing is, yeah, men have to change and get better and be more
Mhm.
respectful and provide more, be
Mhm.
more masculine, be more. I get it,
Mhm.
but the respect part
Mhm.
that can only come from the ones who dictate it, and that's
Mhm.
the woman. Unless you change, we won't change. Y'all more naked, we're more rude.
Mhm.
Y'all more out there, so are we. It comes from y'all. It's up to y'all to change it
So you
first.
And
don't think you
realistically,
don't think that at any point in time men have created an environment, an atmosphere to have women believe that being naked is desirable. You don't see at all how men have positioned women in a way on
Hey,
in a media sense, right? That was something that we talked about once before.
you've been right all day. Listen, as long as men have been making babies, being naked has been a good thing
Okay.
all the time. It
Okay.
didn't get cool to be naked now. No,
Okay.
now it's being more okay to be naked. Men
So
always wanted women to be
let me
beautiful and
let me let
sexy.
me build it up with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's normal.
I want to build it up with you. Would you consider it to be a desire for men to be leaders?
today,
I'm not gonna lie, that's not really on a man's to-do list nowadays to be a leader.
In
It's,
general,
I mean, for his business, probably, and what he's doing in his life, yeah. But no,
In
no,
his house?
like a
do you
leader
think do you
as
think
what though?
women
Like
should do you
define
think
that.
that so do you think that women what this is what I'm hearing you say, and then you can correct me instead of me like weaving around. I'll
Okay.
just put it plain and you tell me what you think. What I'm hearing you say is that women are the leaders of today, and that if we want to see any change, we need to make that move.
Okay.
I don't think that women aren't is I don't think that a woman is the absence of being a leader, but I think that men are leaders as well. I think that we need to come together and agree that we've both been agitating the extremes of the normalities about what relationships, life, family structure needs to look like. The both of us. I think as long as we keep playing with these gender wars, nothing is getting resolved. Men have poured into it, women have poured into it. Women haven't made it better, men haven't made it better. Men are influential. Men do inspire women to make changes. Men have controlled a lot of how women dress a long history, down to changing the name of the piano legs to something else because that was too salacious.
But
Men were
when
in
a man
control of
wants to
that.
cover you up, it's called him being controlling.
Hmm.
When a man wants to have his wife not covered and like have her covered up and show, and having her body not out there,
Hmm.
y'all call that controlling. He's big headed. He isn't confident.
misogynist.
So don't use that because across the world there are places where
Hmm.
a woman can't show her body.
Hmm.
They hate it over there. It's called cruel. It's called inhumane. So don't use that. It has to come from Yah because we enter you. We
Hmm.
enter you. You
Correct.
have to like, ask to enter you, ask to date you. You are really in
That means that we
control,
receive.
and now you're denying it to me. You no, baby, you are in control because if every woman said from now on, I ain't fucking no dude on the first date. I ain't gonna accept no dude that's not gonna be doors, open doors, flowers, whatever. Then we will have to adapt to your new demands. You are in control. We might act like it, but you are in control.
So what I'm saying is, I will not say that women are to be a woman is absent of being a leader, right? We all have our place. We all have our part. We all have our lane,
Mm-hmm.
right? I can respect that the lane that you're describing as woman that I have,
Mm-hmm.
right? That I might be ignorant to because I'm the one who's sitting in it, right? So I have my blinders on as far as how much control I have and the power of the PUSSY, right? I may just not have that understanding, and you're helping me to understand that. I'm saying to you also as a woman, I can also share with you that as a man, you do actually influence me. The way that you look at me, the kind of attention that I receive as a woman by how I dress and how you treat me does influence me. So what if men stopped paying attention to women who were being salacious? What if men adopted the attitude of self-discipline and self-control and stop fiending over the woman who got the BBLs and have the lip injections and got the bag and doing all these things? What if men said, I don't want to look at that anymore. I'm not hollering at her anymore. I'm not dropping a band on her anymore. I'm not getting her a bag. The bag I'm going to give is to the woman who actually wants to build a home. The woman that I'm going to pour and invest into is the woman who is homely. I'm not doing that. What if men did that? What if men did that in tandem while women were saying no? Why does it have to be it's all on women or it's all on men?
Because you know why? In the United States government website, they had a whole article on how women are the biggest competitors out of both species. And that a woman is a safer competitor than a man, because men, when we compete, we get to a point of violence, versus when women compete, they get to a point of basic, I don't want to call it catty, but cattiness.
Sure.
It's safer for women to be the leaders than it is a man. So women have become the.
Standing on that, Rico.
I'm standing.
You
Wait,
stand-
hold on.
Wait,
Hold on.
Standing on that.
It's-
You're
this is
standing.
deep.
You're standing
No.
on that.
Listen to me.
This is
It's
Hold on. You're
safer.
standing on that.
It's safer for women to be the leaders than the man, which is
Eight
why.
at the table, pigs are flying.
Hold
Rico
on.
Hundo just
Hold on.
said.
Wait. First of all, I'm not saying it's smarter. Wait. Listen. I didn't say it's smart, and it's actually detrimental.
Okay.
But it's
let's have a full
safer.
conversation.
It's safer.
Detrimental.
It's safer in the sense of there is less violence and chaos. If Guapo is in control and I'm in control, and
You know
we
what that sounds like? That
let
sounds
me
like
finish, Cassandra.
absolutely not.
Cassandra,
That sounds
nah,
like
bro,
that sounds
nah,
like
I
a
didn't.
Trojan horse.
No, listen,
That's what
because
safe is. Safe
Cassandra,
is a Trojan horse. Safe is a Trojan horse where now you're basically saying that if women are competitive and they get to come into these environments and they're doing all these things that's safe, that sounds like a gift. That sounds like the gift that women have been given men by showing off their bodies has been so unsuspecting that it's entered into our homes. It's in our homes. It's on our television.
think
It's in
God
our
gave you
phones.
the
why
ability
can't
to-
I? Wait, hold on, Cassandra.
agree, but
Did I
that's-
cut you off?
You did. You have.
No.
Many
Did I
times.
cut you off right now? I
Many
let you
times.
guys both go. So I'm just gonna ask you kindly. Let me finish.
Okay, you can have that.
Right? So when I say that, it said that it's safer for women to be in control because it's less chaotic in terms of violence.
Mm-hmm.
I personally believe is more detrimental to society, which is why you have 1 out of 4 kids being raised with only one parent, majority of it being a woman, and half of those being men. So you have half of these kids of men being raised without a father in some sort of capacity, right? Which is detrimental. Then you can't tell people like Alan and or others that, hey, you have to reprogram a son's brain that was only around his mother for 30 years of his life to then learn how to be a man and or maintain a sustain a relationship when there's never been one present for you. Same thing, flip on the opposite side of women. So now when I say women are the leaders, they've positioned them to be that way. You guys have been getting left off the hook for certain things. You women have been getting left off the hook for certain things, and that's really by design. So now when we say about it like, hey, okay, you telling Guapo that we influence you. No, we don't. Money has influenced you. You know why? Because women has lost their morals. Not all, but a lot of women has lost their morals over a dollar bill, over an invisible dollar through an app that's being sent on Cash App. This doesn't even, you can't even physically touch this dollar. So now when you're like, all right, cool, how can I influence somebody who is over here thirsty for money? Because we are all being deprived of our realistic, finances.
Plus, to me, I'll go on Instagram. I see more women complaining about there ain't no good men out here than I see men saying there ain't no good girls out
Really?
Facts.
I don't.
Facts.
No.
here. Fact. Men are basically pretty much cool. Like, listen, it is what it is.
I'ma
You
just
gonna
do
find
it.
a way.
My
You gonna
page
date.
might be skewed.
You are the ones really that want more black men to be more better
Yeah, is it
fathers,
because
better
that-
men.
we desire different things. Like, I feel like a lot of men are just okay with like getting girls, like just because they can.
You know, it's a
Like,
lot of
they
guys
don't-
that are upset.
I mean, what's the pick from though, Amanda? Like, you two are clearly like the anomalies. You're a good person. You're a great person with a great career, but that's just 2 out of how many? Out of 15? A lot of them
There-
out here don't have
yeah.
careers. Home, credit, job, work all night, hoes. Y'all are saying y'all opinion from y'all point of view because y'all are good people.
Mhm.
But it's way less than you that are not doing this type of stuff. So why wouldn't a man be happy just having fun?
My
What's the pick from?
my environment might be skewed in that sense, right? Because I know a lot. My circle does not match or reflect the kind of woman that you're describing.
Yeah.
What I can say is for some of the men that I do coach, one of the things that they said that was like terrifying was that they felt like I know what I need to do as a man. I know I'm supposed to pay for the first date. I'm supposed to hold the doors open and do all these things. I know what I'm supposed to do. But after I do all of that, what am I supposed to receive? I feel like this is what a guy said. I feel like women know what they're supposed to expect, and so they expect it. But I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting from a woman, so I don't know how to demand it. So now I'm just left here not even knowing how to even pick a woman because I don't know what a standard of a good woman is supposed to even look like, the way that you guys have a template of what a good man is supposed to look like.
But you downplayed Rico when he said that a woman should lead. But see, the creator
Mm-hmm.
is on his side because he the one that made you the the life provider,
Mm-hmm.
the nurturer. So that means a higher being that's way smarter than me and him
Mm-hmm.
chose you to hold
Mm-hmm.
life, you to make milk.
Mm-hmm.
You are more powerful than you think. So I think when the woman changes her morals and
Mm-hmm.
brings that into play, the world would change because now you
Mm-hmm.
have to follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Pussy does run the world.
And Guapo, you can actually, you let me know if you agree on this too. If let's just say in the playing field, a guy's playing, he has one girl, he has four girls, three girls he's playing with, one girl he's serious with. He's still gonna max out for that one that he's serious with.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to drop the three when he's done playing. But if a girl has four guys, more likely.
No, she doesn't like them all the same.
No, I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that she likes them all the same. But depending on which one does more, she might still choose. See, when I like this one girl, I don't care if girl 2, 3, or 4 does more than the one that I really want does. This is the one. Those are the ones I'm gonna drop.
I don't know.
It's like what
You know
Fab
why-
said,
you know
when
why
a
that's
girl
not-
cheats is because when a guy cheats is because he has to, but when a girl cheats, it's because she has to. It's like when y'all do things, it's built on emotion. When guys do things, it's built on pleasure and just
Temporary
fun.
satisfaction.
You know what I mean? So
I understand that, but
if a guy's dating 4 girls, he don't want none of them.
But
But
you
if
guys
a girl got
can't
4
have it-
guys,
have
she
it-
wants at least one to work.
You
and
can't
she's
have it
looking
both
forward to
ways.
that.
There's a large. I'm not accusing you guys right here, but just the large body of conversation and arguments, which is that women notoriously make the wrong decisions. They're choosing the wrong guy, right? What I'm hearing Rico say is that if a woman is talking to 4 men, she's going to choose the one who is doing more. But there are countless examples of women who are choosing a man that's doing less than the other 3 because she's emotionally attached to this one.
Because he was doing more
Is it
emotionally.
wrong?
No.
Nah, a lot of no.
No.
'Cause some women will choose an emotional feeling over a financial feeling. Some women just wants to be told that they're beautiful. They want to be kissed on every day. They want to have all the time being spent with them. But guess what? He has no time to provide for them. So then, yeah, he does have less, but he gives her more of the intangibles. So, so now that woman just chose that route. But there was a other dude over here who's probably giving her more of the
Correct.
financial tangibles.
Correct.
So then what happens is she don't know herself. So then when she chose option B instead of option A, she didn't find out that option B didn't work until she realized that she didn't really want option B or she didn't really need option
So then
B.
that means that she wasn't really looking at option C, D, whatever the other
Problem
letters.
is that she had an option.
How many guys should a girl that's single date?
Wait, say that. I'm so
How
sorry.
many guys should a single woman date at the same time to you? Like, you're a therapist.
So I don't do the whole dating thing. So I stay in my lane. If you're talking about professionally speaking, those are conversations that I don't entertain, right? Because I don't do.
It's an opinion.
It's an opinion question. For me, I don't play. To me, that's games. I don't believe in playing games. I think that's being strategic. Like, I don't believe in a 90-day rule. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman having sex whenever her body, her mind, her heart feels ready. Those things are games. I think that a woman should continue to. I think that a single person, right? A single person, male or female, should continue to date until they find the person that is in alignment with who they are and where
At a
they're
time?
going. No, dating. We're
How
talking
many
about
should you
dating.
date at a time.
I don't have a number. It takes as much as it takes. When I say dating, I'm not talking about being in a committed relationship, because we have to define that nowadays, because people use the same word and they use it interchangeably. Dating, getting to know someone, going out to dinner, meeting them, understanding what they like, what they enjoy, what their hobbies are. You can continue to talk to as many
I'll
people
help
as you
out.
want.
What if she dated Rico?
Mhm.
The date was great.
Mhm.
Rico opened the doors. He did all the stuff y'all love. Great date.
Mhm.
Comes home. Her phone rings the next day.
Mhm.
It's Jonathan.
Okay.
He wants to see her also.
Mhm.
Should she focus on Rico because it was a good date? Or should she know, well, let me entertain Jonathan and see what he about?
She should get to know Jonathan as well.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Because look, you
Why is
can't.
that a
That's
problem?
the problem.
I said this to
Rico
Dave.
just gave her a great time, gave her a great date,
Mhm.
gave her respect. That is the problem. That's the root of it right there.
I would say the
because
same thing for Rico.
if you go to a good job and give a great audition for the job,
Mhm.
a great interview,
Mhm.
and that job goes, you know what? I like him.
Mhm.
Hire him.
That's not true. That you just you just like literally gave me an assist. When somebody is interviewing, they might interview someone and that person may scale high, but they're still going to continue to do the interviews. As a matter of fact, there are some situations where people are doing interviews and because of nepotism, they continue to interview more people, entertain more people when they know exactly what they want. If Rico took Amanda out on a date and then, Patty ended up calling him and he was just like, yo, Cassandra, I had a great time with Amanda.
Patty? Oh.
Patty, but Patty called. I don't know if I should talk to her or not. I would tell Rico, absolutely. Because if you have the question, if it's a question, then you should entertain it, because clearly Amanda wasn't giving enough to where you are fully sold. So yes, if you're dating, meaning there's no commitment, right? Loyalty has not yet been established. Loyalty is currency that should not be automatically exchanged quickly, right? When you're loyal to someone, that should be a very serious decision. So if you go on an amazing date, that does not mean that you have to be automatically loyal to somebody because you had one date and it was great. No. If somebody else calls and they want to take you out, or you want to entertain them to see if this person is deserving of the loyalty that you have to provide, yes, you should entertain it, because then you should have a value system of yourself, which is why I tell people, whether it's a woman or a man, or men in particular, when you work on yourself and you start to heal yourself and heal the wounds that you feel that make you unworthy, such as your finances. Like if you feel like you're not financially stable, you don't have your own, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. When you work on those things and you can establish those things, the less fuckery you're going to entertain.
I think
you just will entertain less of
The
it.
more the better,
I think that's I disagree with
Say
all of
what
it.
it is. The more the better. I get it.
I disagree with all of it, because first and foremost, if you knew better, you do better, right? Most people don't know better. That's why they keep repeating the same mistakes and having the same outcomes. They just stretch over the times, right? Well, you might have had a failed relationship for 2 years, then you go and have a failed relationship for 10 years. The same product is you had a failed relationship twice. So now you don't know better, right? So now when I flip this and I say, what is probably one of the reasons why you don't know better? What are one of the reasons why you miss those signs? Because you entertain too many people. You should only entertain one. First of all, if you're being
Really?
polygamous, you can't practice monogamy and then expect you can't practice polygamy and then expect monogamy. I'm not gonna date 4 different representatives. You know why? Because this person's gonna give me something I like. Hold on,
Is
I
it
didn't cut you
dating
off.
or is it committed relationship?
I didn't cut you off. I'm speaking clear. You can't date this person and be like, I like the fact that this person is chivalrous. You can't date that man and say, I like the fact that he's gonna take me to a nicer restaurant. And I can't date, or she can't date that man and say, I like, the fact that he calls me and I like their conversations at night. Because what she's doing is being fulfilled from 3 different men at the same point in time. So then when she eliminates the other 2 who are doing things that she likes, and that one man that she focused on, she didn't realize that he wasn't taking her on a nice dates and he didn't have dope conversations at night. He was just chivalrous, right? So now she thought that he would be able to possess all 3 traits because she was being fulfilled 3 different ways at the same
No,
time.
that's not how it works.
Hold on. So then what ends up happening is she makes the wrong decision. She chooses the wrong person. Everybody knows. They tell you this in every single way, shape, form, or profession. They tell you to focus on one thing. Have one main focus. When you have you can have in college now you can do double majors, right? But most people do one major.
When they
Why?
commit.
Why? Why do they do one major? You don't walk into college and just be like, okay, I'm gonna experiment 4 different majors.
No, but you take 4 different
But you
classes.
also just taught
Hold
2 men
on.
a lesson
You
too,
take
though.
you take
taught
4
2 men-
you
always
take 4
choose a
different
major.
you take 4 different
Let's
class
clear it up.
you take 4 different classes.
go into
You
liberal.
don't take. If I have to get
There's
120
nothing there for
credits
you.
to get my bachelor's degree, I'm not taking 1 class per semester. I'm actually taking 4 classes per semester or 5 classes per semester.
Those 2 men that did a good job on those dates right now they're changing that for life. They've seen I could be a good man and be perfect. It still don't work.
Well, what
And making good men realize that being a good man don't always work.
wouldn't it mean something of value if you learn that the woman who chose you had options?
No.
That I'm so sorry.
Why do they have a middle child syndrome?
What I'm saying is, hear me out. Wouldn't it be of value, right? She's dating multiple men. She recognizes, right, and understand dating, right? Because like I said, in this large scope, dating could be meaning having sex and so on. I'm not talking about having sex. I'm not talking about having strong intimate exchanges. I'm talking about getting to know someone, right? She has been getting to know a lot of men, and she decides she is choosing you.
I think you're wrong on this one, and you be on the money mostly tonight, though. Like even the whole middle child syndrome, the middle child is always seemed to be like the one that's not loved the most by the mom because the mom has the youngest one, her favorite, and the oldest one, so he gets neglected.
I'm a
So
middle
it's
child.
a proven fact then with that
I
syndrome.
demand attention.
But it's a proven fact though with that syndrome that having your mind on more than one person can affect somebody indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
So that should apply to real life. If you got 3 men,
Mhm.
you're dating, it's gonna be one good guy that might get overlooked because he might not be as flashy or as cool. So that's
So
not
guess what
a
then?
true statement saying
So
that.
guess what?
And
If
he
she
dropped
didn't,
from the
That's
if
not
she
true.
did, if she didn't notice you enough to commit to you, then she don't deserve you.
She had 4 men.
She
call her.
eliminated. She then
That's
consider,
why she didn't know who I was.
consider that a win for you. This is what I'm talking about. Why are men banking on women caring about them, pouring into them? If she doesn't notice you, she doesn't deserve you.
That's true.
That's a win. That is a win for you. You have to understand, sometimes open doors aren't blessings. Sometimes the closed ones be saving you something. If she doesn't notice you, if she doesn't care to get to know you, that is a win for you. That you chuck that. You want a woman, or because then what's the next argument after that? The next argument is that she didn't date enough people, so now she's curious. She didn't know what was out there. She didn't know the truth. She didn't know herself. She didn't know herself enough to be able to make a decision. That is how we get to know ourselves. That's how we get to know what we want, what we desire. We start to date. I'm not saying that you have strong sexual exchanges and those things like that. I'm saying getting to know someone. That means going out on a date, getting to know what they like, what their family structure is like. Otherwise, people end up getting into the boyfriend or girlfriend trap. That means that they go into a relationship that's very serious for 2 to 3 years. They may have a kid. Now you're stuck.
Y'all
Now you
caught
got baby
mentos
mama.
For that. Y'all caught mentos for that. When a man said he did it, I never heard a female fight for a man like this before. Like, you know what, Guapo, date 5 girls because you'll find the right one. Take your time. No, y'all never use that same energy when a guy got 5 girls. But when
There's
a girl
nothing
date
wrong
5
with
guys,
that.
it's the right thing to do.
Because it's not
that.
conducive, right? You got to think about it, right?
I mean, I never heard
like,
it.
No,
The thing that we got to understand, and I want you to understand from a man's perspective, if you had 5 options and you chose me, that does not flatter me. You know what flattered me? If you never even entertain an option.
though.
That's what flattered me.
what if you were number 5?
Wait, hold on. You cut off the.
You're banking on the fact
no,
that you
no.
were the
That's
first
so
one that I
Wait,
met.
disrespectful.
hold on. I'm trying to tell you how men
number
think.
5.
I'm telling you how men think. There's no what ifs right now. I'm telling you from the men that are sitting right here. This is some data that you can put into your back pocket. When a man is having to court a woman or he's in the process of dating a woman, if she had to tell me, hey, I had 5 different options and at the end of whatever this 30-day trial was, I chose you, versus, hey, I had other options. I'm cutting them all off because I just met you and I want to focus on you. That will win a
does feel better.
man over every time, because you know why? I'd rather you focus on me for 3 months, let's just say, and we don't work, and then you make your decision because it makes more sense. You know me more.
But at
You
that
can't.
time,
wait.
I lost the other 3 niggas.
But it was. Listen, I'm not trying to be rude, but back then, maybe they was worth dying for. She was a virgin.
I was about to say
Her
that.
family was good.
Defending women's honor is a little bit different.
Her honor
maybe.
was real honor. Nowadays, you meet a girl, she got 25 bodies. I ain't dying for that shit.
It's just your
I
honor.
want to live. Look, if you die for a girl that got 25 bodies, that's backwards.
Let's not body shame.
1 body for 25 bodies? Y'all mix up. I think back then it was worth dying for a girl. She was a virgin. A family had her, they raised her right. She could cook, make wine, and make bread. She was a perfect
Make
combination. But nowadays, you meet a girl, she make 2 things.
What's that?
Alfredo with the chicken, a little bit of cheese, all that. What? A little turkey burger. What? Like, what y'all be making? Y'all make the same shit.
Please don't
Y'all
say
y'all all make the same food.
Please stop saying y'all.
But I just want to say, like,
Because I make
I just think, like, right now, if you ask a woman right now herself and go,
Yeah.
listen, yo, you're a girl. Do you think
You're a
you're that woman are worth dying for? Every girl would be like, I don't know. Let's be real.
I mean, I do think that men do that in some respects.
Yo.
I don't know. Like,
So,
again, we want to compare a little bit of apples to apples and oranges to oranges. You know what I'm saying? I don't, that's historical information. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I don't understand what it means to die for a woman's honor in that regard. Women were chaste, right? They weren't having sex.
Mm-hmm.
They were weaker vessels. Times are different. Women can, put a dukes up and things of that nature. So, I can't.
How does sound live right now?
Crazy.
Do you think this era of woman is worth dying for?
Yes.
For who?
Yes.
Give me a name.
They add.
Yes.
Give me a name.
Give me a name.
Stop it.
Give me a fucking name.
Yes, I think that
Amanda Ashwood?
every man, right? The same way you are cringing at the modern day women, there are women who are cringing at the modern day man.
That's true too.
And a lot of women are looking at me like, why are you helping them? Leave them alone. They not only are women telling me that,
them alone.
They need
men
help.
Look,
men
watch
are
this.
telling me, hold on. Men are telling me, leave these men alone.
Watch this.
No.
Is today's
Hold
men
on.
worth dying for?
No, go up on the mic.
Is today's men worth dying for?
Yes.
That was a
Liar.
ass yes. Take off the hundo shades right now, please.
Right.
Yeah, she almost said hundo.
Seriously though, Amanda, you would die for a man? These men, the Rico men.
You know y'all be in the chat
Well,
talking about I hate
don't say-
niggas.
you see, you said Rico. That just changed my
Did
mind.
the woman value go down over time? Let's be honest. Did the value of a woman the value? 'cause
Did a
back-
man's?
No,
Ask
you
you
can't.
first.
You
I
gotta,
answered
yeah,
you
you gotta,
back.
you gotta
Thank
answer a question.
Did the
With,
value member back then? I wouldn't marry you if you had sex. You were condemned
the
from
value
the
woman has
family. You
gone
were
down,
condemned
yes.
out the family. Like you considered like an abolish. So it's hit to say that y'all value went down by a
Yes.
lot. Correct?
I
How did a man value go down?
no, hold on. I wouldn't say that the value of a woman went down. I just think that we consider a good woman differently than what they considered a good woman back then. Like you're talking about, you would have died for a virgin back then, but if she had 25 bodies, you're not dying for it. First of all, I
Doesn't make sense.
Don't-
1 plus
I
25.
don't
That's
condone the
that's
body
26
shaming,
bodies.
but still,
Caught.
you're saying that if she wasn't a virgin back then, she wasn't a good woman, and we would never say that now.
Yes, we would.
Why? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, we would.
If she wasn't a virgin today, she's not a good woman.
No, I'm saying in the same capacity where he's saying 25. You're comparing 25 bodies to a virgin. I would definitely choose a virgin over 25
just- look,
bodies.
Well,
Not
I just
being
picked
rude.
the same number
If I
he
had to go
did.
to a
I'm
store-
just comparing the virgin, not virgin.
Look. A sword fight with a dude with armor on, we all sword fighting. I'm gonna do that for
With
a
a
girl
shield.
who's a virgin, probably. If she got 25 bodies, I don't want to be them 26.
Would you?
I don't.
if today's woman is not worth dying for, then what are we doing talking about dating, marriage, relationships? Let's just pack up these chairs and go home and leave it alone. Everybody just be single. If that's the state of affairs that we are in right now, then let's nobody get married at all. I don't think that it's fair for anybody to judge an entire group of people because of the bad apples or because of the way social media is promoting certain things that real life don't really look like that. You know what I'm saying? People talk about what's out there. My real friends don't look like that. My real people don't look like that at all. So I don't know what other people are doing. But do I think that today's man is worth defending, worth dying for, worth me getting heckled over? 100%. I will do it every single day without batting an eyelash. I've had women tell me, men tell me, people tell me all the time, forget these men. They don't listen. I've had professional people in the mental health field tell me themselves they used to work with men. They don't work with men anymore. 1, they don't listen. 2, they can't afford their prices. In order for them to work with a man, he needs to be married because his wife is the one who has encouraged him to make money in the first place, or his wife is the one that has the money. And he doesn't, and they refuse to work with men. So do I think that today's modern man deserves to be dying over it? Yes, because I had to lower my prices. I have to do more work with them because they don't have any attention. They have no safe space. So yes, I do. Why? Because I desire change. I'm not going to be complaining about something unless I'm going to do something about it.
This made me love me more. This made me love me more.
You should love you more.
I think we should bring back chastity belt. You know, we
Forgot about
definitely
mine.
appreciated
Happy to be back.
your insight and everything that you came. Do you have anything coming up that you would like to tell the audience?
Sure. Actually, I have an event in Brooklyn. It's called Dating the Right Way. I want to support men and understand how to pick the right one.
That's dope. That's dope.
I also want to give a shout out to my dad. Hi, Daddy. How are you? It's my real actual
Did
father.
a good job.
It's not another kind of daddy. He's a bald-headed Haitian man.
Are you a Haitian?
I am 100%.
She said 100%
That's why you're back.
Haitian.
I see you, Alan. How do you say sabase?
Sabase.
Yes.
Sabase.